Hey!
I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie, and we're back for Game of Thrones!
We're on episode 5 now.
Yes.
A lot happened in the last episode.
Big thing, Daenerys got her army.
Right.
And destroyed the slavers.
Which is what I suspected she was going to do, and I was very pleased that she did. I was like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Turns out Theon was tricked the whole time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
still being tortured.
Right back to jail. Yeah. Except for now they know that the other
the Stark kids are alive.
Yeah, are alive. Biggest news, in my opinion, the mutiny.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was like, Daenerys is the biggest news. But yeah, there was a mutiny at the wall, or beyond the wall, and so Sam took off with the girl and the baby.
And then the lead guy,
he died.
he's definitely dead. No question. And then the other criminal people kind of took over.
Yeah.
Which at first I was like, yeah, no, kill that dude. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, no, don't kill those people.
Yeah.
No, you're going too far.
Well, we don't know, who won. Because obviously they were fighting each other. So some of them were on the side of the commander and some of them were obviously the mutiny people. And Sam left before that had a result. So hopefully, I hope that his friends, the two guys, live.
They're still alive.
Eeyore and the other one.
Yeah.
I know they have names, but I forget.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That they're trying to get Sansa to marry Loras.
Yeah.
Loras. I can't remember.
Loras. I think it's like Loras. I don't know. Whatever.
Loras.
Marjorie's brother.
Yes.
Which I kind of hope goes through. Because I don't suspect that he's going to hurt her or anything. And I want her out of King's Landing.
Right. Somewhere safe.
Yeah.
And either way, being married to that family makes her safe.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, it makes her safe.
Cersei's kind of like bucking against her father a bit. Partially, we think because of what Marjorie's grandmother said to her about power or something. And then Cersei's like,
"Where's my
did you
power?
ever think that could be me or whatever?" And the dad's like, "No, because you're not smart."
Basically, yeah. I was like, this is nothing to do with you
about
being a woman.
How she couldn't control Joffrey.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Which is true.
Yeah.
That's...
Okay, let's play!
Oh, that was my favorite reveal.
Yeah, it was so good.
I was like, I knew it!
Like, we weren't exactly sure at first how she was going to do it. But I'm glad that she did it the way she did. It's like, even if you capture a dragon, he can still destroy you. Can you give me some of that, actually? I want some.
As everybody who has learned, who has captured her dragons, they are not, like, pets.
I am very curious about her family, like, before the rebellion and stuff. Like, how they were able to start controlling dragons. Like, more far back history.
Oh, yeah. Like,
not just like
story?
Not just, like, when the rebellion, but, like, way back. Like, why is her family the one that can control dragons?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Why
sure...
are the Starks the ones that control the direwolves? You know what I mean? Like, I'm interested in that.
I'm pretty sure there's probably videos we can watch specifically for that.
Yeah, I don't want to get any spoilers, though, so I try not to look up, like, too much about the show.
Well,
I don't want to accidentally stumble upon spoilers, because we already get enough pop culture spoilers on Game of Thrones, so...
There is, I know in our comments, somebody who's been suggesting there's a video we should watch that goes into the histories.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we should watch it.
That'd be cool.
I know, it was my concern,
honestly,
too. It's like,
Game
I
of
didn't want
Thrones,
spoilers.
people give us so much info, it's awesome. Like, because a lot of people don't on other shows, but, like...
There's full
But I also don't want to accidentally get spoiled for something that I don't want to get spoiled for. Like, obviously I can't avoid some stuff, but as much as possible, I've avoided stuff really well.
I saw, off topic, but talking about, like, social media things, of the amount of, costumes that I saw this year of people wearing trash bags, and then it says, Game of Thrones, Season 8.
I don't know if I'm gonna like Season 8 or not. I mean, we'll see. I'm ready to, like, just
go into it.
Yeah, I don't want any preconceived feelings about it. Oh no! I don't want the Hound to die. Even though I know he killed that boy.
I know.
He grew on me a lot. But he is scared of fire.
Yeah. You can still like him and he can still be a horrible person.
Yeah. Well, the way he treated Sansa.
But does that really make up for all the other, like, crap he's pulled? I feel like it makes it up enough that I don't want him to die.
Game of Thrones messes with my morals, okay? I'm starting to like Jaime and he threw Bran out of a window.
Right?
Okay.
That's how they get you.
Oh, she's so desperate, though.
Well, I mean, I get it. Like,
he killed her friend.
Yeah. Well, not even that. Like, he did side with the people who killed her father and everything.
Ooh.
I guess that's why you don't light your sword on fire. Because it weakens it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
like the god likes me more than your butcher's boy.
Burn in hell!
Oh.
He will.
Wait, what? Didn't he kill him?
But not
Well,
today.
I mean, we've already seen that the Lord of Light is actually, like, magic.
Yeah, that's true.
Which, I mean, also, I get why people follow that religion. If you saw that, I'd be like, I'm converted.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
true.
I like you, boy. But if you lie to me, I'll pull your guts out through your throat.
1,000 men.
I have no idea how many men there actually are, so.
Right.
And
Like,
a
does
bunch
it mean
went
there's
with
more, or
him?
does he mean there's less? Like,
don't
that's the
know, yeah.
thing. The thing is, I feel like he would already know that.
Yeah, I
anyways,
think he's
'cause he
testing
can
him.
Give it back!
Well, I stole it. It's mine. You want it? Come steal it back.
Egret!
John, she's flirting with you, so, you know, figure it out.
see. Right.
He had red hair like me, kissed by fire. He was weak. Not like you. That was the first one. Then there was this hen boy. Spoke no common, but God, he was built like a mammoth.
Yeah, thanks.
I was like, not everybody has the same baggage as you when it comes to the possibility of sex and possibly having kids.
You've lost a hand.
No, my lord. He has it here.
It's so gross.
Oh, I know.
Like, it must
I can't even
smell
really
so
watch
bad.
these scenes with the hand there.
Your sister is alive and well. Your father's forces prevailed. Sir Jamie isn't well. Take him to Kaiban.
God, it's such a... Because I forget that he didn't know what happened, right? Because, like,
Yeah.
the time
He's been traveling
and
the
the
whole
traveling
time.
and the messages and...
Ugh.
I'm
So
not looking.
gross.
I'm not looking at any of that.
I'll scream quite a bit of pain. I'll scream loudly.
Like, alrighty then. Give him something to bite on at
I mean,
least.
some of these old medical scenes.
And showing.
There.
And not showing.
Okay. Guys, I'm a wimp. I mean, I just gotta deal with it.
Yeah, she is.
My lady.
Oh, very well. I won't have it said the House Tyrell refuses to play its part. We'll pay for half the expenses, and the celebrations will go on as planned. Is that sufficient?
Quite sufficient, thank you.
Very good, then. That's settled. Good day.
I feel like she went in there knowing that she was gonna give half, but decided to mess with him first.
Of course. I feel like she always does. She's like, I already know what this conversation is going to go like, but I want it to go a particular way.
These men are brothers. They're a family. I've never had a family.
I can be your family.
Aww. I don't want them to separate either. They already lost Hot Pie.
You'd be my lady.
Except for the fact that technically you're royal blood, you just don't know it.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know how it works for illegitimate children in this world.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, we know how it works for John, but...
What? Is this a rescue?
Oh no! They're just kids!
Right? Oh, you're in so much trouble, dude.
Rob is gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Bring them in.
They're literally children.
This guy was going off a deep edge for a while, I feel
Yeah.
like. So I wish that they had noticed.
Spare his life. Keep him as a hostage.
A hostage. Tell the Karstarks that as long as they remain loyal, he will not be harmed.
And then, like, serve justice after, like,
And then put
hold
on trial.
his judgment till
Yeah.
after the war. Just like you should have held off your marriage till after the war.
And I mean, the thing is, like, also, if you can't kill him, strip him of his title.
Yeah,
Once you're
or
king,
something
you
like
can
that.
do that.
It's a tough position because he
Well-
absolutely is a murderer. Mm-hmm. That was straight up murder.
I think
But
he's also
I
thinking
feel
about, like,
you
what
could
would
hold
his
it
dad
off.
do. I think his dad would still just do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think his dad would too. But his dad is dead.
I know.
To be fair, though, if it was his father, I don't think he would have done this in the first place. Because his father commanded a lot more respect than Rob, because Rob is so young. Or might have been smart enough to notice that he was going off the deep end ahead of time.
That's true.
Would you speak a final word?
Kill me and be cursed. You are no king of mine.
God, poor Rob.
Well, I mean, nobody said king would be easy.
No.
I do hope his mom feels really, really bad.
Yeah.
Could you bring back a man without a head?
Aww.
Not 6 times. Just once.
I don't think it works that way, child.
Yeah. I know, it's so sad. And she's like been so alone, and then like Gendry's leaving her. And all this.
High already left, and
she wasn't able to get revenge on the Hound. And
when she told me, I wept with joy.
Well, she is fully converted.
Yep. She's 100% cult.
But I can kind of get where she's coming from. Apparently she's miscarried every time.
Yeah.
My sweet boys.
Oh.
She might have already been unhinged before this religion thing.
Seems like it. They were all stillborn.
She gave you a son.
A shadow monster son?
There is no need. You must keep away from such distractions.
She's my daughter.
Oh.
I want to see her.
Dude, if your daughter was left alone with this lady the whole time, I really feel bad for her.
Why wouldn't he be allowed to see his daughter? Is she not well as well?
Oh.
You've
She's like disfigured.
Did the Onion Knight come back with you?
Oh.
He did. He fought bravely.
He hasn't come to visit me. He said he'd bring me back a present from the capital.
Oh.
He won't be visiting, child.
Why not? He's my friend.
Oh, good. At least she remembers her friend, Stannis.
I know.
There's another tub.
He's like, seriously?
Even at his lowest point, he can't help but annoy people.
I know. It's like, he just can't help it.
Seen it for 17 years, and face after face. You all despise me. Kingslayer. Oathbreaker.
I mean, I don't think it's just that. I think it's more of everything else you've done since then.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, your personality is pretty annoying, bro.
Granted, did it get annoying because that's how people were treating him, or...
It's easy.
No.
It'll be fun.
Go. We can't.
Why not? What would they do? Lock us in cells?
The Onion Knight is the best, to be honest. I love that he's friends with her. And she's teaching him to read. I think it's so cute. I think I'm really gonna like this army.
I know.
I'm going to take their home away from them.
Can you do it?
I mean, it's a good victory for
I
your
need men to
people.
replace the Karstars who marched home. There is only one person in this kingdom with that kind of army who hasn't already sided with the Lannisters. The man whose daughter I was supposed to marry. Older Frey.
Maybe you shouldn't have pissed him off then, even though he was a jerk.
Oh, is he gonna give him Casterly Rock?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Because he'd be like, oh, okay.
He's got so many sons and stuff, remember?
Yeah.
That was no fight. I don't know you.
Oliver, if it please you.
I should like to see you spar with a proper partner, sir.
Oh my god, is he a spy? Please be not a spy. I'm suspicious of the guy already.
That didn't take long.
Oh.
It took long enough.
Damn you, Baelish! I don't know what you're doing.
Seems our Knight of Flowers is engaged to be wed.
Is he?
Oh no.
No! Better not mess up Sansa's marriage.
Of course he's going to.
This is a plot. Plots are not public knowledge, and the Tyrells won't carry this one out until after Joffrey's wedding. We need to act first.
Oh, I'm so annoyed they found out.
I know.
And how do we do that?
Right, yeah, what are you gonna
do? Stark, a different husband.
Wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. What's her face is so...
I think they mean to him.
I mean, he won't mistreat her at least.
What do you mean?
You'll marry Sir Loras.
Oh.
Father, don't make me do it again, please.
Not another word.
My children. You disgraced the Lannister name for far too long.
Well, that was a pleasant conversation.
I don't know how to feel about it because on the one hand, I totally want her out of King's Landing, so Loras would be the better option. Mm-hmm. But then I don't feel completely horrible because I also don't think Tyrion will mistreat her. Yeah. And he will protect her as best as he can.
And it does work out well for him and Shay.
But, yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, the thing is, like, I feel like marrying Tyrion, marrying Tyrion would kind of put in the same boat as Sir Loras anyways, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Of, like, you're protected, but you're not with somebody who actually wants to be married to you at all.
Yeah, that's true. But Loras was planning on taking her out of this capital, which I think would have been a benefit. While here, if she marries Tyrion, she was stuck at the capital with around Cersei. Well, no, because if Cersei marries Loras, maybe they'd leave.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think, and Loras has no reason to give in to her, right? Like, there's no way she could make him fall in love with her or anything like that. But Loras isn't that commanding, to be honest. Like, no, he's not. Marjorie and the grandmother, they clearly, like, run the family. So.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about either of it. Like, but the problem is, like, I feel like Sir Loras would be better at pretending that they have a happy relationship than Tyrion would.
Yeah. Well, the thing
but I also think he would be honest with her, so it's kind of like a trade-off of what you would get out of it.
The thing is that she clearly wants to marry Loras and she doesn't want to marry Tyrion.
Yeah, but the thing is, if she found out that Sir Loras isn't into girls and doesn't want to be with her, then
that's
like,
true. I was thinking about either way, there's no to the subject.
Either way, there's no real winning for Sansa, I feel like. But I feel like both are like not the worst options out there.
The worst option is to go with Baelish.
Yes.
I think. In my opinion, I don't know like what he's planning to do. Honestly, his motivations have always been really murky. Like, he totally tricked us in season 1. We thought he was suspicious, but we didn't know he was completely betraying Ned Stark and like basically be like
full betrayal.
He was controlling the City Watch and completely tricked him, which clearly took planning. It wasn't like,
other thing is, like, I get why he did that because he loved his wife and so this was like full on revenge. But like, what degree does that go to the daughter of the girl that you loved, but also the guy that you hated?
Yeah.
So is this like he's obsessed with her because he reminds her of her mom, and therefore he wants to like keep her to himself, or is it like he's obsessed with her in a revenge sense? That's what I'm not sure.
I'm getting the vibe. I don't know if it's sure that, but it feels to me that his obsession has transferred from the mom to Sansa a bit. Because I think he said sometimes like, "Oh, you look so much like your mom when she was young," and stuff like that. So I get that vibe, but we don't know for sure.
But has that sense of obsession, has that still kept the sort of like "I love you" growth, or has it turned into a "I'm angry because you didn't choose me and never like got with me"?
I think there's also the element of her, what they think is that she can hold the North because they think that that all the other Starks are dead except for Robb. So there's the element of like attraction for him of power, which we clearly see that he wants power. I think they discussed several times about how like he's basically started from nothing and then like he gets more and more. Now here he sees he has a ship now and he says, well, now I want a dozen.
Well, yeah.
So like for him, I think it's also like there's that she's extra attractive because of that. You know what I mean? Besides the fact. So either way, I don't want her to go with Baelish.
Right? That's the strong opinion cut off
especially with Marjorie distracting Joffrey. You know?
But I wonder how long that'll go for. That's my fear.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's still so much up in the air that it's all just theories.
Yeah. That's basically King's Landing.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how Robb will do with taking Casterly Rock. I am curious to see that. I think it'll be interesting.
I do think it'll be interesting too. There's this wish I had though, and I think I mentioned this before. I wish that he could just go back to the North and hold it. Like after Ned Stark died, like because originally they were going to rescue him, right, and then they wanted to like take them out, and they want Northern independence. The only reason they're going down there is because he killed Ned Stark. And because his sisters are there. Like, if their only goal is Northern independence, for example, if they didn't have that, then they could just retreat to the north and hold their borders. And I think that they would be successful at doing that. Whereas, like, here, they're, like, down there fighting, and they're far away from home, they're far away from their supplies, and, like, all this, and it's clearly wearing on them. Like he said, they used to have a purpose, But now they've kind of like lost their focus on that.
It's also, I think that it's been so long. Like, obviously, the longer you go, the less you have more of that like intense fire of like justice, and more you have the I've been walking in the mud for days and
well, there's
we're not
that
winning
added element of the Greyjoys attacking their homes too in the north. So and there's nobody left to defend there. So they're like the guy said, the king who lost the north or whatever.
And then there's also the descent of him getting married and breaking a deal. And then on top of that, there's this thing with the Karstarks.
Yeah.
Which, again... Karstarks, yeah. So...
And it's not just like he broke a rando deal, by the way. It's like to an ally. An important ally that he just said that he needed those people. You know what I mean? Well, and he married like someone who basically gave him nothing.
Well, it's also... I don't even think it's just the breaking the deal. It's that this is you're supposed to be the ideal. You're supposed to be the king, so you are definitely held to a much higher standard than a lord or anybody.
Yeah.
So even just breaking any deal is just a big no.
Yeah.
Well, especially with somebody who's supposed to be an ally.
Yeah, supposed to be an ally. Would give him troops. Would give him the supplies and like stuff like that. And then she can't give him anything because she's from like
we don't
across the sea or whatever. Because she said she's from I don't remember, someplace that had slaves. So definitely not Westeros.
I don't think they ever specified exactly where she's from.
They might have missed it. Because honestly, she was kind of boring. But speaking of not boring, Jon and Ygritte got together, which I'm cool with. I like them as a couple.
Yeah, they're fun. I'm curious to see what it'll be like when they get to the wall.
They're mostly on the back burner this season. I think there might have an element in the finale or something. This happened last season with Daenerys, where she had more of an element in the finale. So they she was on the back burner for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's because you have such a large cast, and you only have like 8 episodes each season, so you kind of have to like circle through. Yeah. Like season 1 was very like Daenerys heavy, and then season 2 was very like King's Landing heavy.
Yeah.
And then like...
Yeah, because they had like this battle and everything.
Yeah.
You could really see the up jump. We've seen this, I think, from the Battle of Blackwater Bay to now. The fighting scenes. The choreo is better. The filming is better. Everything is more intense. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, they had just probably had a bigger budget. And
also, we totally forgot to talk about all the Lord of the Light and Stannis stuff.
Yeah.
I think... I'm curious to see where, again, we're kind of in the middle of the season, so everything's just like, how's it gonna go? I'm really curious about how it's gonna go.
I'm glad we saw the Onion Knight again, though.
Right? He's always,
Yeah, and this is the first time meeting Stannis' daughter, which I think is adorable. Obviously, his wife is obsessed with sons, even though the son that Melisandre gave him was a shadow monster.
Right.
Baby. The wife was still like, it was a son.
And it was useful.
So, it's like, just because the girl's disfigured, I mean, I don't know. I get the vibe that she wouldn't treat her that well, even if she wasn't disfigured, though, because she's so obsessed with sons. Yeah. I mean, she's got her sons in, like, vats. I mean, let's be real. Weird. It's kind of crazy.
Right.
Stannis seems a little less crazy with the Red and gone, though. And then...
well, it was the same before, even at the start, when it was just, like, him and the Onion Knight talking. You could definitely see, as it went on, how she got more and more control.
Yeah.
And more fanatic.
I think it's interesting contrast to the other guy who can raise the dead, who seems less fanatic... But his power, to be honest, sounds cooler. The fact that he can raise that guy. I don't know how many, like he said he couldn't raise Ned Stark. It doesn't work like that. He clearly raised that guy, like, right when he died.
Yeah.
And stuff. So his powers aren't like, he can just bring back the dead. But the guy's been brought back 6 times. Which, I mean, it's pretty cool that we're seeing kind of, like, a different kind of magic. And he's not obsessed. He's not interested in, like, converting people and killing people who aren't part of his religion.
Yeah, so it's more of just, the religion is what it is, and we just want to, like, fight and have our land, and that's where, like, it's at. Like, it's a very, like, homegrown motivation versus this, like, all-power-ness.
We saw a little bit of Daenerys. Like I said, I think I'm really gonna like I almost cried during that part with the Grey Worm part. To be fair, I think I'm in a highly emotional part of the month. And no joke, I was, like, struggling not to, like...
No, it was really sweet there.
So I think I'm gonna really enjoy their army, and like the discussion between Jorah and Sir Barristan.
I was like, don't ask me, I'm horrible at names. We've already
really
established
interesting because like
I need like a list of names just on the side of the screen.
Jorah is so loyal to her, and Barristan is like kind of getting there, but not really. Like, he still hasn't realized how different it's going to be for him.
Yeah, he's hopeful, but he still doesn't know enough to really know.
Yeah. We didn't see any Sam.
No.
And we didn't see Bran either.
Well, hopefully we'll see them in the next episode. I want to know if they're okay. I want to know.
I know.
Are they going to come across the John and all them? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, and obviously they're going to since they're going to climb the wall. I'm interested.
I'm nervous about that one.
Yeah.
See how it goes. See what
John's Sam is technically with a wildling right now too.
Not technically. Yeah. She's not a wildling.
Yeah, she is. Craster was a wildling.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He just had a house with people. He wasn't a. They're either wildlings beyond the wall or they're night swatch crows, and that's it. Just one that had a stable home and stuff and wasn't part of a big tribe. Probably because nobody wanted him.
Right, creeper. Okay, that's it. I think that's everything in the episode as far as I know.
I thought it was good.
I enjoyed the episode as I do most of the episodes.
Cersei has to marry Loras.
Yeah. Oh my god. How is that
briefly touched on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if she kills him. To be honest, she gets married and then she kills him the next morning.
Right. Oh. And what are they gonna do when they eventually find out that Jaime lost his hand?
Oh my god. Yeah, Jaime. Oh yeah, his discussion with Brienne. Mm-hmm. So obviously, people judged him for killing the previous king, and he didn't share all that information that he was going to burn the entire city. I never cared that he killed that king because he was crazy. Yeah, we all knew that. But
it was everything after. But then again, like I said, I don't know if it's that he turned this way because people treated him that way after killing the king, or if he was that way. Because it's with that discussion that he had with her, it sounds a little bit like after that is when he got this bad, this hard. He might have been kind of a jerk before, but I think after is where he really became super uncaring and stuff. Which doesn't excuse it, that's for sure, but it does show the depth.
Yeah. Well, and I think is really interesting with the discussion with Brienne, because we've discussed this before about how opposite they are, whereas he seems like he has no honor and she has so much. And so for her to realize that it's not necessarily maybe black and white about him being the Kingslayer, even though he broke an oath, he had valid reasons, and she's well, and he asked her, would you do the same? Would you break your oath? And I feel she feels conflicted, would I be able to hold my oath in that kind of desperate situation?
And which is worse.
Yeah,
at that point. Yeah, which is holding your oath worth it to literally have thousands of innocent people die.
Yeah. So I think that was really interesting for her, just because she's so righteous, which I love about her, but also
but she's also very sheltered.
She's kind of learning that maybe it's not as simple as she thought it was. So.
Yes,
basically,
so much
I like Jaime and Brienne together.
Yeah, no, they're interesting. I enjoy it. Fun. I really like a lot of the pairings in this show, and I don't even necessarily just the relationship pairings. I just mean the pairings of people,
Tyrion and Bronn and Pod.
Yeah,
or the grandmother whenever she meets up with someone. The conversations are so interesting.
Yeah. So yes, now I think that is everything. Thanks for watching with us. We hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Is this straight? Are we even?
I think so. I'm just trying to get us well centered. Hold up.
Hold up.
Pause.
Hold up.
I said, what?
Nothing.
I said hold up, not hold up.
I thought you said hold up.